Ask and you shall receive, my son. I'm going to make this so that the crybabies won't cry if they tend to somehow migrate from that 13 speed video to this one. But however, they wanted me to Google it, and they're talking about my numbers wasn't right. So here you go. If you Google an 18-speed shift pattern, or you have one in your dash, in your truck, right here, this is probably what you'll see. But now, however, this is an 18-speed. Do you see the 18 number anywhere here? No, you do not. But rule of thumb, 18 would be the fastest gear you have, would it not? Okay, we've got that out of the way. To start out, we're going to do it just like we did the other one. If you've got a gray button, you have an 18 speed. In the low side, check it out. Can you see that? Is that right? You'll have two gears right here, 1 and 2, low, 1 and 2. That will be the lowest two gears that you have. Do you have to start out in these? No, you do not. You do not. But right here, the second hole, you've got 3rd and 4th. Sometimes that's a lot of where people pull out. Hey, again, you can drive this however you want. I'm putting the numbers as far as ratios to speeds, as far as where the stick will be. Is that okay? First of all, you do have 1 and 2 here. These are low, and you split it, and you'll have low. Anytime that you're going to split each gear, all you have to do is just tap the clutch and then, well, move the button forward. That's all you got to do. I'm telling you how it is recommended to do and how I would do if it was my truck. Again, you can do it however you want. But now getting back to this, if you're going to pull out in 3rd and 4th on my shift pattern, to start out, you will start your truck engine. We're going back to the beginning. You're going to start your truck engine, and you're going to try to put your transmission in gear, and it just don't quite want to go. When you mash the clutch, sometimes it just don't want to go in. However, the case with that is, for those of you that don't quite understand, the reason that won't go in when you're sitting still and you have mashed the clutch is because you have got two gears sitting at each other somewhat like this, or barely twisted enough to where it won't go in. Okay, when you have the clutch down and it is stopped like this, all you have to do is ease out on the clutch just enough for it to turn and it will go in. Easy and simple. You do not stand on that clutch. You do not force it. All you have to do is hold the clutch and hold it down a little bit and it will go in. Okay, getting back. Once you are in 3rd and 4th, this is where most people would pull out. Okay, here's another thing I want to say. As far as these gears, as far as splitting them, each one, even in the high side, you do not have to split each gear. You can make this truck a 10-speed if you want to. Oh gosh, we'll tear these people all to pieces on this shift pattern. We say something like that. But anyway, you don't have to split them if you don't want to. You know, reason I'm going to say that and make that known is because an 18-speed, to me, is a better transmission. It has bigger bearings and certain things are more beefy about it than a 13-speed. You know, a lot of people say, well, I don't need an 18-speed because I don't split the low side. I don't need to. I'm not in those type of conditions or application. Okay, if you don't need to split the low side, just don't do it. You'll be all right. Just don't do it. You'll have a stronger transmission. Now, this is my opinion. Take it for what it is. Okay, getting back to this. Right here, we're here at 3rd and 4th. we have the button back and we want to go to fourth. We're going to tap the clutch. Okay, we want to go down here to fifth and sixth. We're going to tap the clutch to come out of gear. We're in neutral, and at that same time, I'm going to pull the button back. Okay, then we're going to tap the clutch again, and then we're going to be in fifth. Then we're going to tap the clutch, just tap it, and put the button forward. Again, all you have to do, even from here to here, is tap the clutch. You know, all these people, oh, I drove a truck from there, I ain't never touched a clutch. You know what? Hey, that's fine. That's fine. You do what you want to do. Again, we can all do what we want to do. But anyway, this is how it is recommended to do. Okay, between each gear, you're following me by now, right? You'll tap the clutch to come out, and tap the clutch to go into the next one. You'll tap the clutch in between each split. Okay, say for instance, we are right here at 9th and 10th. We are in 9th. We're going to tap the clutch and go to 10th. Okay, guess what? We're going to flip our button, tap the clutch, pull our button back, and then boom, we are in 11th and 12th. We want to come to here. Right here is the cheater hole, a somewhat forbidden hole. It is not here on this one as well. Do you understand? It is not here on this one as well. They don't intend on you using it, but now again, it's just like a 13 speed. This hole is all about the ratios, and it don't line up with going from one gear to the next and being fluid about that. Okay? It will not hurt your transmission in any way if you manage to get it in here and you want to run it and even split it. Again, we are in high side with the button up. Same thing through all of these. To go into gear, we'll tap the clutch from neutral. To go split it, we'll tap the clutch and split it. Okay? Again, you can do this however you want. Say, for instance, we're in, we'll say we're in 16th. We'll be in this gear hole. The button splitter will be forward, the front button up. We want to go to 17th. We will mash the clutch to come out. At the same time, we're going to flip it back and then put it in this gear hole. We are in 17th. We want to go to 18th. We will tap the clutch and flip that forward, and we are in 18th gear at that time. I hope that makes sense in some way. I mean, honest to goodness, if you can't make sense of this or this up behind me here, you don't need to be in a truck. Okay, the next thing is, just like all these people going on, oh, that ain't the shift pattern, that ain't the shift pattern. Guess what? I'm going to blow your all's mind. And I'd like one of the super truckers to try this out. You've got 4 reverse gears in an 18 and a 13 speed. I didn't tell that in that last video. It just says you got reverse high and low. Guess what? You got reverse high and low in the high side. That means you got 4. So all the super truckers out there, what I want you to do is go to the most congested town street and start out in reverse with your button back. Tap the clutch, split reverse, you'll be in reverse 2, okay? At that point, I want you to flip the button up and then go to reverse 3 and then tap the clutch and go to reverse 4 and tell me what happens. I'd like to know, tell me. Maybe you'll get to come see me. We will get to be friends after all, you bunch of super truckers, bunch of them, man.